4th of July. It's about 10:16 and I am just coming on. I know no one's going to be here. I'm looking around for my coffee. I think I'm going to sneak out of the side of this little thing that I have set up and get my coffee and then come back. And hopefully by then, maybe somebody on the 4th of July wants to come see me because today I'm talking about boundaries. Get my coffee. Where is it? Okay, I see it. Doesn't matter. Okay, so people are here. Perfect. I had to get my coffee. Okay, so happy 4th of July. And today I'm going to talk to you about creating boundaries and learning self-respect. So that's something that I talk about. I teach that to the county and all that and to kids. This is years ago when I had a nonprofit. I taught it to the girls in my nonprofit called Little Goddess. I taught the girls about having boundaries and learning self-respect. But I found that it's not just girls or adolescents. That's something that everybody needs to understand, that we all need boundaries. We all have boundaries and need to respect them, because once we respect our boundaries, that means we respect ourselves. So what is the boundary? It's more than the space around you. This is decaf. So a boundary is more than, first of all, if you stand up and extend your arm and go in a circle, that actual space is your personal space. So when someone comes into that space, they're violating your boundaries, or they're coming into your boundaries without your permission. So when that happens to you, what do? The best thing to do when that happens to you is, if you feel uncomfortable, before you say anything to anyone else, you be proactive and you take a giant step backwards. That way, you feel comfortable again, and they're not in your space, and they can tell that you like them, that they're too close. If they don't respect that and still come close, then you ask them to please stay out of your space in a nice, civil way, and civil tone. And that's how you keep your physical boundary all the time. If you don't feel comfortable, there's a reason for that, because your body always tells you what's going on. So you want to have your boundaries. When you have your boundaries, but in the relationships, you have boundaries. And that, what I mean by that is, there are certain things that you want to allow and disallow in relationships. That's you respecting your boundaries. It might be how someone speaks to you, how someone wants to treat you, some things people might want to do or want you to do. If you feel uncomfortable with something, your boundaries might be violated. And when you feel uncomfortable, you don't have to do anything that makes you feel uncomfortable. And that's you respecting yourself. So when you create boundaries, you learn self-respect, because that's you respecting yourself. Now, as a kid, some things may have occurred in your lives that you didn't ask for, didn't want to happen to you, but they happened. I don't know what it may have been. But as an adult, we stay stuck in that belief in our head. Our brains have created those grooves. And so it's a pattern that's hard to break. If something's going on in your life in terms of your boundaries and they're being violated, and you don't like that, and you have a hard time getting away from that, excuse me, when you just remember that that's your brain in a pattern that has been creating forever. And then you are conscious now of that pattern, and you don't like it, and you want to change it. You start doing the things to change the pattern. You'll recognize when you start doing the things to change the pattern, like it doesn't feel good, so you walk away from it. You say, no, I don't like that. I'm not going to do that anymore, whatever it might be. You might feel uncomfortable, and that's okay because you got to get out of your comfort zone to change. But then you'll find when you're making a change, 2, 3, 4, maybe 6 weeks, and you're doing a good job, you'll find yourself easing back into that pattern again. That's your brain saying, okay, no, I've had enough. Get back to how it's supposed to be because you like this the other way. Because the brain tries to conserve energy for us. That's its job. But once you find yourself slipping back into the old pattern, then you tell your brain, no, this is not, I'm serious. You say it verbally, aloud. No, this is not what I want. I want to change. I'm going in this direction. We're going that direction. And then you keep doing what you want to do to change that old pattern. And that is in your behavior with your learning your boundaries and creating self-respect. So then you start changing. You start creating better boundaries, more respectful boundaries. You start having better self-respect. And that means better self-love. And when you love yourself, then the whole world can love you too. When you don't love yourself, the world knows it. I don't care how we look or act or dress. If there's no self-love in here, everybody knows. And so you don't get love from other people. So anyway, boundaries and self-respect. And also, I'm not going to talk long because it's the 4th of July. I know you want to go places. But also, you guys, I just opened up a group. It's called The Number One Love Doctor. It's a Facebook group. I did it yesterday, last night. So it maybe 2 people, 3 people. But if you guys want to be in that group, it's a free group. It's online. In that group, you support each other, talk about stuff, create a new relationship if you want one, repair your relationship if it's not doing well, and rejuvenate what you have now, spice it up. In that group, you can ask any question and I'll answer the questions. I'll look there once a day and answer all your questions. I'm figuring out what's going to be, but it's going to be something good. So you guys want to be on there for relationships. It's called The Number One Love Doctor with yours truly. Anyway, create boundaries, learn self-respect. That is today. It's the 4th of July. I haven't been on live for a couple of days because I think Monday I was on set because I do some background acting sometimes. And guess what? It's so much fun. So I was there on Monday and did anything. And this week is like a holiday because today is the hump day and it's the 4th of July. So if you guys work in an office, it's lucky for you because you have the whole week off, kind of like. But if you don't, whatever. So create your boundaries, learn self-respect. Remember, your arm's length in a circle around you is your personal space. If someone gets in your space and you don't feel comfortable, what you do, you be proactive. You take a giant step backwards. Let them know you're too close and that you feel more comfortable. And that's the bottom line. You've been taught as kids to respect others before you respect yourself. That's not the case. Do for others first and then yourself. That's not the case. You come first. You are most important first. You are the miracle. This is your life. You come first and foremost than everybody else. If you didn't come first, you couldn't take care of your children. You couldn't take care of your wife or your husband, your boyfriend or your girlfriend, or if you guys say man or woman. I don't know what you guys say. But you couldn't take care of anything else if you didn't come first. So self-preservation is the first law of nature. You are first. You are most important than anyone else. It sounds selfish, whatever. You're first. Don't forget that. Self-preservation, first law of nature. Get your boundaries. Learn your boundaries. When you love yourself and respect yourself, others can see and tell it and feel it, and they love and respect you too. So I don't know who's talking because, yeah. Okay, good. Whatever you said, just PM me. Okay. Oh, good. Yeah. So yeah, if you needed this message, guys, next time I do this, I'm going to have my glasses. I never have them because, what that means is I don't want to wear glasses, but I need reading glasses, and I have 3 or 4 pair. Whenever I do a live, I have those glasses somewhere else, but next time I will. But I did read that, Merriman. I got it. And we got to respect our boundaries, respect ourselves, and you come first. I don't care what anybody says. We have all these old, outdated things we follow. Religion, we follow all those outdated beliefs that thousands of years ago. It's a whole new vibe, a whole new day, you guys. We got to change what we believe, what we think. It might be a process, but we can do it. Anyway, I can not ramble, but I can talk. because I got something to say all the time. If I can give you something, I will give it to you. So go to the number one love doctor, join that group. I just opened it up because it was closed this morning, and someone asked me to join that closed group. I said yes for her, and that means I think there's 3 people in there. So it's open now. It'll be open for a couple weeks. Then you can just jump in there, join the group, and in that group, talk to each other. Any problem you have, if you have a problem, truly write it in there. I will answer the problem, your question, and fix your problem for you as best I can. So the number one love doctor is yours truly. And have a great, happy 4th of July. Any question, anything, just post it down here. I'm happy you guys came on the 4th of July to talk with me. And I get so excited. I love to do live Facebooks. I should have a TV show. Bye, you guys. Have a good day. I love you.